Welcome back to the For the Doers podcast. My name is Seda, your host. So today we have something very special. I have my friend Chipo Hwami. Did I pronounce that properly, Chipo?
Perfect. Yes.
So, like everyone that I talk to on this program, Chipo is a fantastic professional. She is an aerospace professional by day and a designer 24/7.
You did it right. You
I
did
don't
it
want to
right.
say I don't want to say aerospace by day, fashion by night, because you are fashion 24/7.
That's absolutely right.
Yes. So I'm so excited to have you on today so that we can talk about your journey.
Thank you for having me, Seda. This is such an amazing platform that you have, and I'm
Thank
super excited to be a part
you.
of it. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Well, it's like I've been saying, this is how we create community. All of us who are professionals, and it's not easy to do what you do. You know what
No.
I mean? To be great at not only the type of profession that you're in aerospace, and then also being a fantastic designer, and you can make clothes so wonderfully, you know. I got to share a couple of different looks that you have, but wow. Tell
Thank
me your story. How did you start?
you. Ooh, where do I even begin?
I mean, you literally were born into it. Let's get that. Let's get
That's
that
right.
started.
Exactly. So that's why I'm trying to gauge like where do
Yes.
I
No,
even
let's
begin?
start from the
Okay.
beginning.
So from the beginning. My dad was a fashion designer. He did everything leather, from jackets to purses to belts to wallets,
Wow.
everything except shoes. But I did not acknowledge him as a fashion designer. We had a very difficult relationship, but I only did that years later. I'm like, wait a minute, my dad was.
Wow. Wow.
But fast forward, ever since I was a little kid, okay, obviously watching my dad doing his thing, I would go help him sometimes, just glue some seams on and everything. A few years later, I think I was about 10. I remember being in school and we used to have a fashion and fabrics class. And they would give
Oh
us,
my God, at 10
yeah,
years old?
10 years old, we used to have, it was like a school, part of the school curriculum. And we would go outside with our needles and we would just do needlework and stitch. And they would have bright colors like this. Oh
Oh
my
my
gosh, I was just in heaven.
God.
I
Wait
was,
a minute. Let's tell everyone where you grew up.
I grew up in Zimbabwe. I am Zimbabwean,
Yes.
born and raised. Yes, in a part called Harare. You need to visit Zimbabwe when you get a chance. But
Yes, I will. I already started with Namibia. I got to make my way up.
all right, okay, yeah. It'll be yes. Make your way down. But and then a few years later, I was in high school, and again we had a home economics class. So you would choose between. So the first 2 years, you would do both fashion and fabrics and food and nutrition.
Okay.
And then in the third year, you decide which one you want to go. Others would actually choose woodwork. Some did architecture. Some did, fashion and fabrics. I
Wow.
chose fashion and fabrics, and I loved it. Made a couple of, outfits. And later on, fast forward, I'm now in the U.S. Things didn't turn out the way I thought it would. And then I became a single mom. But before that, there's a whole story before that where I was a maid, did all that stuff. We'll get maybe, if we have time, into that
Yeah.
later.
Oh my God.
Yes, so building from that, then becoming a single mom, I just couldn't make ends meet. I just, I'd struggled with my baby. And so I figured, you know what? Maybe if I start sewing, some the money that I have from there, I can put into, um, you know, starting a ministry. I actually wanted to start a ministry.
What?
Yes,
Wow.
that was the origination of Panashe because um, I remember struggling. Right, I had no electricity, couldn't pay my phone bill, didn't have money for diapers. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope I there's no other single I knew obviously that there are other single moms that are going through what I was going through.
Hmm.
So I was like, then God gave me a brilliant idea, like a vision. I was like, okay, build a center for single moms, give them a second platform where they will run that space. They'll have enough money to take care of their kids, there'll be a daycare, there'll be this. And I was like, oh my God, Lord, that's a beautiful vision, but I have no money. I don't know how to even get started.
Wow.
So then I thought, you know what? I can sew. I can start sewing, and money that I make from there, some of it I'll take care of my baby, and some of it I'll put towards the ministry, and we go from there. Before you know it, I told my friends, hey, I sew. I'm a fashion designer. And we started sewing for friends. But unfortunately, during that time, there was something lacking in me.
Hmm.
I did not have confidence in what I was doing because the teaching that I had in fashion and fabrics was
Hmm.
mainly, learning about the fabric itself,
Right.
the characteristics, all of that, but not designing from an inspiration to making it into a garment, scaling it up, and then making it different sizes, making
Right.
a pattern, all of that. I did not know. So now I'm in Dallas and I'm like, okay, I can sew. I started making clothes, but I'll cut things just freehand. However, I thought it needed to be, oh, this is too big, snip, snip, snip. There was no technique to it. It was just freehand. And
Yeah,
my
yeah,
biggest
yeah.
fear was, oh my gosh, I like imposter syndrome, right?
Yes, yes.
You don't know what you're doing. People are
Yeah.
going to return stuff, and it's going to be horrible. So I decided, okay, I'm going to go back to school. I need to go back to school. I need to go to fashion school, learn the skill, and do all that. But in between that, that's another story for another day. But God was there for me. Um, got married, moved to California, and my husband was like, you want to go to school? Perfect. Full time, go full time. You don't have to work. And we did that. I did that for fashion school. And after I graduated, um, then I went ahead to my 4 year degree, and I did marketing. But I at the end of the 4 year, well, actually, it was 2 years because I transferred. Um, I graduated with marketing and supply chain. And then, right,
That's where supply chain came
that's where
in.
supply chain came in because figured out at my university if I took 3 extra classes, I was able to graduate with 2 degrees at the same time. No time
Wow.
extended at all. And,
Wow.
but even at that time, they considered being in business honors another degree, a third degree. So I was just like, Lord, I don't even know how this is happening, but I'll take it.
Yes.
So yes, that's how I ended up in supply chain because while I was completing my bachelor's, I wanted to do an internship, and I ended up at this engineering company, and I was like, okay, and they took me because of the supply chain degree, right? And the rest is history. doing supply
Wow.
chain. But the main reason I'd gone there was like, okay, I want to do marketing so I know how to market my business, my
Mm-hmm.
fashion line. So
Mm-hmm.
that didn't die away. That kept going strong on the side, on the weekends, after work, and it's been like that for years now. So
Wow.
it's been going slowly, but the passion keeps growing bigger, and I just keep on doing what I'm doing, and now I'm at the stage, and I'm so grateful. I'm at the stage where people can actually go online,
Mm-hmm.
click on an item, and I can ship it.
Yeah.
It's been a long time coming. It's been amazing. It's been an amazing journey. I would not trade that for anything. But yes, it's been
Wow.
difficult. It's it's almost
Just
like building from hardship, from necessity, you know, from the
well, I mean,
bottom up.
that's where the hunger to get things done comes from, right?
Yeah, yeah,
It's from necessity. I
yeah,
mean, that's how some of the most amazing things get done. That's
exactly.
why it people don't always understand that you have to that needs to get polished before it becomes a diamond.
That's right. Right. That's
You
right. I
know?
always give an analogy of, people don't see you working. It's almost like a root, a plant.
Right.
When it's seeded and it's growing, it starts growing the roots underneath. But the deeper that those roots go, the
Mm-hmm.
higher the tree will be. That's my
Yep.
belief. I don't really know, but that's how I
No,
get it.
it's true. I've been hearing that more lately. The whole, as above, so below is like a tree because you
Right.
don't see all of these roots that are sometimes as large as all of the
The
branches.
branches and everything, yes. And it's like, okay,
What a
so
great analogy.
I'm grateful for the time it's taken me to build this thing
Yeah.
because I want to do it right and I want to do it right the first time. I've had a lot of trials and errors because, it feels like I'm just walking in the dark. I'm just feeling my way through,
Mm-hmm.
in need of mentorship, in need of all of these things. But because of that passion, I keep pushing, I keep digging. And someday I'm gonna hit the gold.
So tell me, so what is because you already have this great website, you're shipping to people already. Um, besides of that, like I'm still stuck on the whole supply chain management because I'm like, that is so genius
Right?
to study supply. Oh my God. Just me as a business person, I'm like, oh my God, that's brilliant. Supply chain management because that is like as long as there's manufacturing, there's supply chain management.
It is supply, and supply chain. It's really in every facet, in every industry,
Yes.
and we don't really kind of like realize that. When I studied it, it was almost like a new thing, a new kid on the block,
Wow.
and people were like, "Okay, supply chain, supply chain." I'm like, "What is supply chain?"
Wow.
Right? And it was all like that whole. It's literally a chain of how to get things from the origination, whether it's manufacturing, whether it's growing
Mhm.
something, to the going through that process of how do you get it to the manufacturer, how do you get from the source to the warehouse to distribution to your customer, the end user. You're like making sure that you have all those chains linked
Yes.
and getting your product from one end to the other and having a satisfied customer at the end of
Wow.
the year.
Wow.
So it could be an internal link, an internal supply chain. Maybe you think, oh, you know what, I don't deal with people, but oh, I don't deal with different industries or different businesses. I do it all internally, but there's a point you start
Hmm.
something and then you formalize it into a certain thing and then into a certain space and then you create something different from it's all linked. It's a supply chain. So
Wow.
there's different facets to it, different industries within medical, food industry, aerospace, auto, all of it.
Wow.
But
Wow.
the my thing or my dilemma
Uh-huh.
is I know supply chain. I've been in
Yes.
supply chain all this time. But do you know how being in the fashion industry, I am struggling in putting my supply chain in place.
Yes.
It's not clear. It's not like a reliable. It's almost like every time you turn around, you want to do something, you have to look for something. So it takes time to establish a reliable supply chain.
Interesting. So that's like I'm obsessed. Because that's what I want to ask is like how, well, first of all, what is the goal for you?
The goal,
Because you're clearly successful in your job. You're clearly successful in making your dream, making designing clothes and making them. So what is your goal?
my goal is number one, to have a global um, entity
Hmm.
that caters to people that look like me,
Yes.
people that want to build legacies, people that are leaders, people that, you know, that want to be seen,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? That have platforms that, so I want to have a global company that caters to women that are not shy,
Yes.
that gives them confidence, and hopefully like my designs would,
Hmm.
would give them that push, that element of confidence and of self-love, and you know building legacies.
Yes.
And then the second goal is, like I talked about, my vision. That's still the plan. I still want to build that center that would be
Oh.
run by single moms, just to give them a platform to take care of their babies
Hmm.
and not, just be on the forefront. We have this thing about, oh my goodness, she's a single mom. Oh, she was a single mom. Like, right? And it's like, if you have not been in it or experienced or been like, around a single mom, you don't really get to understand like the difficulties, the adversities, the sacrifices, all
Yeah.
of that. But it builds someone. Like, I'm not saying it's a path that people need to go through.
Right,
I'm just
right.
saying, if you're faced with it, you take it by the horns
Hmm.
and you do what you can, which every single mom does.
Yes.
They lead by example. They do what they need to do to take care of their kids, and it's not easy.
No.
It's not easy.
What do you think the biggest hurdle is for someone who is a single mom and, is trying because I mean, what you've done is exceptional. Like once again, I'm still like stuck on the whole aerospace supply chain. Like, girl.
You know
So
what?
what do you think the biggest like what was the biggest hurdle for you
The
in
biggest
making that
hurdle.
shift?
So looking back, I'm going to take it's a few years back. I
Do it.
did mention that, you know, my relationship with my dad was not great.
Hmm.
And in almost all or most of the single moms I've spoken to, that's been almost the reason. I always ask, what's the relationship? What was your relationship? Or what is the relationship between you and your father?
Hmm.
And that's for another day. But
Yeah,
there's
that's a
always,
whole
right,
that's a powder keg.
that there's always a link somehow. But my father told me one thing that stuck with me ever since I was young. He said, get your own education
Hmm.
so that no man can look down on you.
Woo!
I was like, wow. So that's always been in my head. And I've
Hmm.
always wanted to get my education and get somewhere. Lo and behold, when I became a single mom, I noticed or discovered that there's a ceiling. When you do not have that, and I'm not saying if you don't have education you're not going to make it or anything like
Right.
that, but I did notice for me
Hmm.
that that was a hurdle.
Yeah.
I needed to get, I could get here, but it only took me so far. I
Mm.
had my education, it opened up doors for me to do so many different things.
Right.
And that would be, actually, as Panashe, at some point I did realize, you know what? I don't need a building to start helping single moms.
Mm-mm.
I can help them with their education. I can sponsor a single mom and start from there. So we started doing
Ah.
that. But to answer your question, yes, that has been that I believe that's the biggest hurdle. But there are educated single moms out there that
Yes.
are running it, they're doing big, and they can attest to this. They
Wow.
may have different challenges, also different hurdles,
Yeah.
babysitting issues. I mean, so building a village around you as a single mom, I think is key. I can
Yeah.
tell you right now, my baby can say, I mean, she's grown now, but she can say she has this mom and that mom and that mom because I had people around me. I found a circle of friends that helped me. They were a village to my child.
Yeah.
They helped me raise my child. And even to now, at any given point, I can pick up the phone. My daughter can go over there, can visit, can do whatever because they
Oh.
welcomed her in their circle. And I had this village. So, as a single mom, I think it's important to have a village. If it's not going to be relatives,
Hmm.
find a village, friends, connections, a
Yeah.
community
Yeah.
that can help you raise your child. You cannot do it alone.
Yeah.
So that's my other hope, to build a community that can help single moms, a village for them. I don't know how it's going to look, but definitely something that can build us and bond people together. And I say us because I was there. Now I'm
Yeah.
married,
Yeah.
but I know how it is.
Oh, wow. That's deep. Well, and I think with what you're doing or what, anyone who is thinking about building a legacy, especially now, it's about having that dream and just starting where you are, you know?
You start with what you have.
Yes. Yes. Start with what you have, and if you have the intention, it'll grow.
It will grow.
It'll
You'll
grow into that.
have your vision, where you want to go, have a path, how are you going to do it? It's not always about money. Money will always come,
Yes.
right? But I've also noticed once you step out and say, this is what I want to do, God just starts putting
That's
things in place.
literally what it is. That's
Yeah.
literally what it is.
Things
It's
just
the
start falling in place.
intention.
Yes. As long as you have your mind, your soul, your goal, like you have it there. I know where I want to get with Panashe.
Hmm.
And things start falling in place. Though it may not come immediately, it's falling in place. It does. It does.
Yeah. No, but yeah, again, I mean, your intention was really clear. And that's part of the lesson here too, is that I think sometimes before you have a lot of experience, you can look at things very superficially
Right.
because you haven't done it yet. You don't know what you don't know. That's become one of my favorite sayings is you
That is
don't know what you don't know. And I think the difference for, that's one of the reasons I called this for the doers. It is for people who it's like, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but this is what I'm going to do.
This is what I'm gonna
Because
do.
I know what I want to do. I know. And I think that that's the difference too, is knowing yourself
Mhm.
and being realistic about what you're capable of,
Exactly.
taking that and running with it.
Right.
It's like, I don't know how it's going to happen,
Mhm.
but this is what I want. That's the difference.
That's the difference. That's the definition of doers.
Yes,
You don't know how you're gonna get there, but you're gonna get there.
but
You
you're
know
going to
you're gonna
get
get there.
there.
But you start making those little baby steps. I start doing whenever I have a vision of this is what I want to do. I start with the vision. This is where I
Hmm.
want to get to. And
Hmm.
then I start thinking, okay, for me to get there, what do I need? I need one, I need two, I need three things. Okay. Then I start breaking those three things into smaller chunks.
Hmm.
Okay, so today this is what I'm gonna do. I always feel like accomplished
Yes. Oh
when
my
I
goodness.
right?
Yes.
When you start knocking those little things down
Oh,
to
that's the
say,
best, checking
okay,
off,
check
crossing
it,
out.
check it. Did I talk to so and so? Oh, I need to find someone who's done this. Who in my friends, like,
Mm,
who knows how, you know what? Let me call such and such.
yeah.
Hey, do you know this? Do you know that? And now we have Chat GPT, girl.
Yes.
We have AI. I'm like, I'm thinking of doing this. And I've already done this.
Girl,
I've
it's the
already talked
best
to
for
so and
brainstorming. It's not, and that's the difference too. It's not about like having it just make stuff for you. It's about like I know exactly what I want my assistant
right, right. So you
to
call,
brainstorm with me about, or to do something, for me.
right,
I think
right.
that's the biggest difference.
Especially if you're starting up like myself and you obviously don't have that many people working for you or with
Hmm.
you and you really need to be savvy.
Yeah.
Figure
Yeah.
out how do I do this and do that and it won't cost me anything. So the
Yeah.
best,
If possible.
if
It's like
possible.
try to do things. So that's kind of how we met. We started talking about fashion, and
Right.
then that conversation has not stopped for
No, and it will not stop.
and it will not stop. So where do you want what is your ideal next step for Panache?
My ideal
For the designs, for the design
design.
aspect of the company.
Right. So, like I said, there's so many challenges. You take one challenge at a time, you try to
Hmm.
figure it out. The current challenge for me is production, having a
Mm,
reliable place that I can send my stuff, because now I've evolved. I can no longer sit at the machine. Well, I still do, but produce all this stuff by myself.
got it.
Scaling. So now I design, I make a sample, send it
Hmm.
over to production. They grade it into different scales, different sizes. They make the pieces, they bring it back, and I can post it on my website. So my biggest thing right now, my next step for
Hmm.
Panashe is to find either a reliable production company or have one of my own.
Oh,
Find someone, one or two people that can start making my stuff for me, that it's on
wow.
time. It's still going to be limited edition. Um, and it's still going to be sold. Well, I'm going to try and sell upfront as opposed to making stuff first because
I
it,
like that.
right?
Yes.
Sell upfront, get people that are actually interested in these designs to
Hmm.
buy in, and then I can ship it as soon as it's made. So almost like a made to order, but yeah, that's going to be the next step for Panashe. Hopefully, that production center, that production space can grow and it will become something totally different, like a production house. But that's where I'm leading, I'm going towards. So still haven't figured that piece, but I'm hoping in the next few months.
Oh, wow, that soon.
Hopefully. I'm optimistic.
Okay, all right. And
And hopefully somebody may reach out and say, you know what, I know this space. There's, you could do this, you could do that. I don't have everything figured out.
yeah, yeah,
So bit by
but you
bit,
know what you want to
right,
do.
right.
But that is very, well, I think that right now there's a huge opportunity. It's not that it's going to be easy, but I think that there's a huge opportunity because what we're seeing, especially in the uh luxury part of the fashion industry, is people want quality.
Oh,
You know how production has changed.
oh yeah,
In the last 20 years, production has changed.
extremely.
And I can't say that it's evolved, it's more like it's devolved, as
That
far
is,
as quality,
yeah.
for the client, which is one of the reasons that the secondary market, the resale market is huge right now, because there are a lot of people that would rather go on eBay and get a beautiful Fair Isle sweater that is better quality than if they walked into a store right now.
Mhm.
And it might be a 20-year-old Fair Isle sweater handmade from Scotland. Give me that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, and you're not going to see a bunch of people wearing it.
that's exactly what I was gonna say. Like people want originality,
Yeah.
want to be different.
Yes.
So when you, like you said, you go online, go to eBay, you're gonna find that one piece
Yes.
and you're gonna get it. But
Yep.
within 100 miles, you're probably one out of 100
You
or two out
know?
of one out of 50, right? Um,
Exactly.
it's
So
very,
there's a huge opportunity right now to make custom
yeah,
clothing for that same client.
right, right. But for me, custom is a totally different world
Right.
for me because it entails a lot more like hands-on.
Yes.
If
Yes.
I was doing this, if I didn't have the other half of me, aerospace, um, definitely that would, because I love meeting people. I love interacting with people and, getting to know them, their stories, all of that. I want to get to know them and who my client is.
Yeah.
So that would be ideal because I'll spend time doing that. For now, right now, custom is a totally different,
Which is true. I'm sorry, I should qualify that by saying kind of made to order
right, right.
is also ideal and probably easier on you.
It's easier because I don't have a whole bunch of inventory sitting in storage
Yeah,
waiting for
exactly.
people to place orders and all that. So
Right.
yeah, that speaks to the business model.
Hmm.
So maybe in the new future, flipping that around to where I'm not going to keep inventory. I do get unique fabric though.
Oh.
I travel to Zimbabwe to get the fabric.
How often do you do that?
So every other year, it's expensive to travel.
I know. Yes, I know. It is expensive to go to the continent. I
Right.
just experienced that.
So when I go, I just went in December, brought a whole bunch of material. But this
Amazing.
is handmade, hand painted
My God.
fabric that we bring in. So it's heavy.
Yeah.
It is heavy. So, but I'm glad we're able to bring that back in, and whatever I decide to make from it. Now I've been making purses, like little purses, little bags, been
Hmm.
making jackets with it. Um, but you know you're the only one wearing this print,
That's
like this.
fantastic.
So it's fantastic. I totally enjoy that, and I love it when people come. I do a lot of market fairs, and so
Oh,
when people come,
right.
yes, they try them on.
Yes.
Heaven.
You're going to do one in Pasadena
I
soon,
am
right?
doing one in Pasadena end of this month,
Nice.
25th and 26th.
Okay.
I'm super excited. I'm hoping to meet a lot of people, but it's the opportunity for them to come and try because
Yeah.
my website, my business is online.
Yeah.
I don't have a store,
Hmm.
so they come online, they see it. But this is the chance for them to come and feel the product,
Yes.
feel how it is, how are the buttons put on, what's the quality, right? It's quality over quantity. That's what
Yes.
we're focusing on. So when they come and see how things are stitched, the design, the cuffs,
I
not
love those bishop sleeves, lady. I
yes,
think that might be the jacket I want.
it is. When you were talking, I'm like, okay, I think I'm wearing it right now.
I
Right.
saw those bishop sleeves. I was like, yes, yes, I would love to see that on myself.
Absolutely.
Okay, so for example, how long does it take you to make a jacket like the one that you're wearing?
If I was making it or if I'm
Yes.
doing it through production.
Well,
So
either way, either way.
it's a little different. So if I'm making it, so like I said, it's kind of linked. I make the sample. So it starts from, okay, how do I want it to look? Do I want pockets? Do I want, what type of buttons do I have? You have
Hmm.
to think of all of that up front.
Hmm.
Then I don't really sketch. I
There are a
I
lot of designers that don't sketch.
right, but I do like what they call flats. It's another way of sketching, but
Okay.
it's not like how you see the fancy looking, nice looking, model that's got.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I can do those. I'm not gifted in that area, let me say. So, but I can if I have to.
Okay.
But I
Okay.
do the flats, and that pretty much tells me this is what I want. This is what I want it to look like, and from there I go to my pattern. I draft my pattern
Hmm.
and work on my pattern to where I want it because I'm now trained in knowing this pattern piece has to look like this to fit into this pattern piece. I have to align here because
Mm.
I'm working from the image, from the outcome
Okay.
backwards. So I'm like, okay, for me to fit this and do this, this has to go this way, and then I have to make this piece a little bit bigger or smaller. Like, so I have that in my mind as I'm designing,
Interesting.
making these pattern pieces. And from the pattern piece, I cut out my sample. I get my fabric, like a sample fabric,
Hmm.
cut my pattern pieces, and then I stitch.
Got it.
So I've got my little production room up there.
Got it. Yeah.
Um, yeah, and then I cut my pattern pieces, make my sample. From the sample, I take pictures of myself wearing it because I'm my muse for the most part because I don't have anybody else I could
How
use my
perfect,
thing.
though.
I make things that can fit me, and then I
Yes.
start taking pictures, and then I send those to like my production company and say, "Hey, I want to make this. I have the pattern. I have my notions, buttons, zippers, all of this. Here you go." Then they put me on the schedule and tell me when production is, and then it gets done.
Got it.
But when I sit down, I make that sample. It takes quite a bit of time
Yes.
from the time you're making the pattern to the cutting to the sewing, and then maybe even like little I don't really I don't do adjustments
Okay.
because by the time I make my pattern, I'm a perfectionist and I'm really working hard not to be because yeah. But to some extent I am. I still
Preach, preach.
I need intervention. But to some extent, yes, I still do that. And it takes me probably, I want to say, if I power through it a weekend, I can get
Wow.
through this top in a weekend.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. But the quality shows that's the difference. That's why I asked that question because that is professional sample making,
See?
basically. But even more so because you are designing it and you're also
Make
creating the
right.
pattern and sample. That's
Whenever I make anything, I'm always thinking, can I put this in a store? Can somebody go
mm,
in a store and pick this from a rack?
hmm hmm
So that's always the vision. So no matter what I'm doing, am I seeing little threads? Am I seeing unfinished things? Am I seeing,
hmm
you know, of course, like for some of the production nightmares that I've had to either send them back or do stuff on my own. For example, when I got these back, they didn't have buttons. And this jacket or this top, you can wear it as a jacket or a top.
Yes.
Um, it has 10 buttons on it. So it takes me about 30 minutes to
Wow.
complete. Actually, let me show you.
Are you hand sewing them?
I am.
Oh,
I am.
wow.
I wanted to wear this orange today, but I then realized this is me being vulnerable. Then realized I did not finish putting the buttons on. But you see,
Wow.
but it's
Oh,
it's
wow.
these, so there's three of these on here,
Uh-huh.
three on this other hand,
Okay.
and we have four coming down here. So these are
Wow.
the four are the bigger ones,
Mm-hmm.
and they're the shank buttons.
Mm-hmm.
So in order for I tell you, there's
Yeah.
there's a lot of I hope you can see this.
Yep.
There's a lot of work that goes into the
Yes.
securing so it's not loose. There's
Yes.
there's a way to put them on. And
Wow.
so making sure that the quality is there and there's no threads underneath,
Oh, nice.
right? No matter
Look
like
at that.
exactly. So it takes me at least 30 minutes to put 10 buttons on, 3 minutes per button.
Wow. And that's actually fast.
Somebody was telling me that, and I'm like, really? Because
Yes.
I'm looking.
No,
But
that's
no, yeah,
actually fast.
awesome.
Really
Yeah,
fast. And that's something that you're not going to get in
no,
most places right now.
no, no. I'm in the slow fashion business.
Yes. Slow fashion. That's what I'm talking
While
about.
others are fast fashion and doing all that, no, like, because I want like I said, it's not about quantity, it's about quality. So
Yeah.
if I can retain that small group of people that still care
Yeah.
about the quality of the
Yes.
clothes, how it
Yes.
fits, how it looks, like it just builds them up. That's what I'm going for. I'm not going for, oh, I'm just going to throw this on and, no, we're not doing that. Someone that appreciates what it's going to look like, how it's going to look
hmm
like on them,
hmm
someone who will take time to know their body shape and dress it well and do it right
The
and
best type of customer. The best type of customer.
right.
That's the customer we all want, in
Exactly.
slow fashion
No
or,
fashion. Right.
real. But to me, that's real luxury, is
It
having
is.
something not, you don't find it everywhere because
Right.
this is the encrapification of fashion. I mean, it's like we're really gearing things towards social media and things like that when it's like, no, it should be about the person who's buying it, who ideally knows their body shape, knows how they want to look,
Mhm.
and so it's for style, not trends.
Yes, and it's for expression. Expression, like
That.
I always say, when you're dressing yourself, you're speaking. You're
Yeah.
speaking to people through your
Yes.
fashion. You're expressing, this is who I am,
Yes.
what I like. This is, so regardless of what you're wearing, people are always going to look and have their own
Assume
perception
something.
of who
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
are. In 3 seconds, they've already.
Size you up. They sized you up. I mean, and people
Exactly.
don't even realize that they're doing it.
They
That's just
don't.
human nature.
It is human nature. And so it's like, why not give them the statement before they say anything about you?
Yes. That's what I love. Create your own narrative.
Exactly. Exactly. So picking out the colors, the
Yes.
design, the
Yes.
fitting, and I'm so like I get so excited when people reach out to me and say, "Help me with my fitting, help me with my body shape, help me. How do I need to dress?" Then we
Yes.
start picking out. So I do get into those corners. That's mainly done by stylists, right?
Yes.
Like people
Of
that
course.
would help you pick out clothing. But I would do that to help anyone any day.
Well, because you love what you do, and that's the difference. It's not about it's like what you said earlier. The money will come and you can't, I mean, you can do what you're doing for money,
Right,
but the outcome is going to be completely different. I
right,
think,
right.
from my experience in fashion, it's you can tell the difference
Absolutely.
between let's churn and burn, let's get these out there, and oh my God, this beautiful piece of clothing that makes you feel fantastic when you put it on. The quality is great. Like you put that thing on, and like my mom
No.
used to say, I won't talk to anybody
Anyone.
wearing that.
Like nobody's gonna say nothing to me today, right? It's so beautiful seeing someone wearing something that you made
Yeah.
and they've got this smile on their face, they've got this
Yes.
confidence, this aura, this like it's just beautiful. And that's what I
Oh,
want to see. That's what I go for. It's not about, oh, I gotta sell, 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 sell,
yeah,
although that
yeah,
would be
yes,
amazing.
yes, yes.
But yeah, just seeing that smile, that beauty just come through and just say, I am wearing Panashe. I'm wearing what I want to wear because it makes me look and feel amazing.
So, what do you feel like your challenge is right now to getting where you want to go?
Well,
Is it
funding,
marketing?
funding is
Well,
always so
funding is
funding is
always, yeah.
right. And then here's another thing. Again, being honest and truthful out there,
Yes.
I did mention I graduated with a supply chain degree and a
Yeah.
marketing degree. Marketing is one of my biggest challenges. But I never got into it. I never, from right before I graduated, I was already working in supply chain. I
Wow.
never got to use my marketing degree, never got to, but I know what it's supposed to look like. And that's been one of my biggest challenges, trying to get brand awareness,
Hmm.
positioning,
Hmm.
um, just getting it out there.
Okay.
So I, I still just keep chugging on, every single day. Like I said, AI has been my best friend lately. So helping me with some things, tweaking. I do videos, I do social media, all of that. But it's really been a challenge. And like I said, I'm just being really honest.
Yes. No, I want you
Uh,
to be because
right.
I mean, in consulting right now, I think, and then you can tell me what you think, even if you do have a marketing degree, everything's changing so fast,
So fast.
you know?
Yeah.
So, what do you think your biggest challenges are with positioning, for example?
Um, really getting to bridge the gap between the vision I'm seeing or what I have on my website
Hmm.
with the woman that I'm trying to connect with. Like the person that I'm trying to dress. And I know she's not from a specific category.
Hmm.
She she is
Yeah,
how do
tell
we
me who she is. Tell me who this lady is.
she like as I started talking, she's all about legacy. She's all about like quality. She's an entrepreneur, she's
Hmm.
a leader, she's a speaker, she knows what she wants, she knows who she is, right? And when she gets in these spaces, she commands respect, right? She walks through the door, people know what she's about without even knowing her.
Hmm.
They
Hmm.
know who she is. So it's someone that honors her own heritage, where she's come from,
Hmm.
whether it's from nothing to where she is right now. She knows that journey,
Yeah.
and she embraces that. So I really cannot put her in a specific, oh, she does this, she is, I don't know, she's a decision maker. She is, I don't know, a leader. Um, yeah, that's pretty much who she is in a nutshell.
So what do you think you need to, or how do you think you're missing that woman now? I'm already consulting.
Oh, that's great because then I get you are putting things in my head that I know I need to start looking at and thinking about and doing this. So I don't know where she is. I just know she's in a probably in an urban city like Los
Hmm.
Angeles, like big city, London,
Hmm.
Johannesburg, you know,
Okay.
Chicago.
International lady.
She's right, but I still need to connect with her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. She's not everywhere. Like as
Right.
far as I can find her next door, I can find her here, I can find her here. Not everybody is my customer, if that
Right.
makes sense. Right.
Absolutely. Because I also see with a lot of businesses similar to yours that are doing something unique, you have to narrow it down as much as possible
Right.
and really think like, yeah, I'm not here for everybody because you have to start somewhere.
Right.
You have to start with that picture of that one customer, not five,
Not five.
one.
The one. The one. So,
Um, I think, and I'll give you some feedback. I think what you're doing now is probably one of the best things that you can do, which is showing up in person.
oh,
I think that that's what it is right now is, you know, gearing your socials up
right.
to introduce people to you in
Right.
person.
Right. Right.
Just like literally what you're already doing. Because you're online, but one of the biggest issues with selling online is I can't try that on and I don't know that designer yet.
Exactly. Exactly. That's why
That's
I love
number
all of
one.
these market fairs.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
So, and number two is people want an in-person experience now.
Right.
And who better than the lady who's making these beautiful things and can explain her process
Right.
and engage you with how she's going to help you look your best and feel your best and
Ex-
express yourself, which is the biggest thing you hit
Yes.
on, is people want to be seen
Everybody wants to be seen.
in
Even
some
though they say,
way.
oh no, I want to be in the background. I want to,
Yeah,
don't
right.
put me in the front. You can be in the background by looking fantabulous. And you still see them like, no, I'm talking about that one in that.
Yes.
Right. The way
Yes.
you carry yourself. Like
Yeah,
what you wear, you carry yourself different.
exactly. But I think that that's you will grasp that in person, and that's what a lot of brands aren't getting now. Is like people want that human, people want human touch,
Direction, yes. They want to feel it.
you know?
Yeah.
And I think you're gonna win with that. I think you're in a yet another transitional period where you're doing something so smart, which I'm sure comes from the supply chain management part, with the wanting to do your own production. Wow. Do you want to do that locally here in Los Angeles?
You know what? I'm so huge on quality.
Yeah.
Quality is my biggest thing. Quality and fitting. So, they're connected.
Yeah.
I want to be able to say, I'm looking at this batch. I'm looking at this. Oh, we still have threads over here. We need to snip these off. Look, this button wasn't put on right. This
Hmm.
buttonhole doesn't look correct. Like it's my brand that's going out there.
Yep.
So I want to be able, I mean, when I obviously get bigger, I'll be putting systems in place, people in place to do those things for me. But right now, this is where we are.
Yeah.
So, so
Yes.
we do all of that. It has to hit the standard, the quality. So I want it here in Los Angeles.
Yes.
So much easier. However, that's got its own downside as well
Mm.
because we've got production and it costs, there's minimum wage, there's all of this. So that's going to bring the prices up, right?
Yep.
Higher. So we're going to have to try and balance that out.
Hmm.
Um, but made in the US, I'm actually at this point, I think I'm actually open to maybe somewhere a little bit further out,
Okay.
just so I can nail that production piece.
It's
And
hard.
yeah, if I can find a space I can afford here or a little bit out, um, I'll take it.
Yeah.
And I'll probably just have to make trips here and there. It's the sacrifice. Like everything has been a sacrifice for me. Every single step
Mm.
of the way has been
Yeah.
a sacrifice. And I feel like I was prepared from back there, back in the day, from my upbringing to being a single
Yes.
mom to it's been, you know what? It's slow, but I'm gonna get there.
Yes.
Yeah.
The best things are kind of slow.
Yep, they are.
That polished diamond is
Exactly.
what we always have to think about. Yeah, it's not, I mean, there's no such thing as an overnight success.
No, no.
It takes a lot of work, and that's one of the reasons again that I'm talking to people like you because I mean your journey's taken years, years to get where you are. When did you first come to the US, if you don't mind?
98. In
That's what
90,
I'm saying,
yeah,
you know? And how many lives have you lived, since then?
several, several. But it's my journey, it's been it's been very interesting.
Hmm.
Like it's a journey that has built up my faith. No wonder I called this
Hmm.
Panashe Designs because, like I said, Panashe means God is in this space, God is in this house.
Yeah.
And when I'm talking house, I'm even talking this house,
Yes.
right? And it's been a journey of literally blood and tears. Like it's been heavy,
Yeah.
but I would not trade that for anything. It's built me to who I am, the struggles I faced from the relationship with my father
Mm-hmm.
to coming to the US to being a maid to being a single mom to eventually going to school, getting married, all of that. Like I always talk about our lives are a beautiful piece of fabric,
Yeah.
right?
Ooh.
Interwoven, like you've got the good experiences, you've got the
Mm-hmm.
bad experiences, but it's like interwoven together with different colors. Some are bright, some
Yeah.
are dark, some are this, but you've got your own fabric that you weave together through your experiences.
Wow.
How durable it is up to you, right? How beautiful may not be up to you, but you make it beautiful from
Yes.
whatever it is, from the struggles you've gone through. You build it up. So I've had a lot of
Ah,
struggles, but you know what? I wouldn't trade them. I would not trade them. Not a
what would
single.
you say to that young lady if you could go back to 1998 right now? What would you say to her?
To answer that question, I probably have to take you back. The 1998 lady, right? Young girl. This is someone that just arrived in the US. Prior to coming, she found out that the person that was supposed to be with her, help her, which was AKA her boyfriend back then, had made someone else pregnant, right? And so you land in the US, you don't know anybody else but this person, and things just fall flat. Nowhere to go. Not like absolutely, you got $400 in your
Wow.
pocket.
Wow.
Yes. So that's a story again for another day. So I'm in
Right.
tears. I'm alone. I don't know what to do. Fast forward, I find um a job as a maid in Chicago. And I'm working in Michael Jordan's neighborhood, very affluent neighborhood, very nice, but treated like a slave, to say the least. Like, imagine, I don't want to get too much because we can talk about this maybe on another, on the second podcast. Really getting deep into the adventures of my life.
Hmm.
But you get there and you're a maid and you take it, you embrace it, but you work your way up. You work
Yeah.
your way through, facing, taking all the adversities that come, and you just pound on. You tell yourself you're not a quitter. You're not gonna quit. You're gonna do this, and you're gonna get up there. You are going to rub shoulders with millionaires. You're going to, make it in this space, and you
Wow.
and it's still have a long way to go, but I've come a long way as well.
You've come, wow, a
Come a
very
long way.
long way.
Right. So to that young girl, I would say, I'm glad you didn't quit.
Mhm.
Like things get so much brighter. Keep going.
Mm.
Keep going. No wonder my favorite color is orange.
Yeah.
And I'm wearing it today. But it gets brighter
Yeah.
as you go forward.
Yeah.
Don't quit. Keep pushing. Keep figuring out every single day. Wake up and say, what can I do today to get me closer to my goal, to get me closer to my outcome? Is it making a phone call? Is it searching something online? Is it buying something? Like, is it buying a microphone so I can be able to speak well? Like, is it,
Mm.
what is
Hmm.
it? what is going to get you closer to that outcome. So you inch at it every single day. Take a bite, take a bite, take a
Hmm.
bite. One day you'll bite into the gold.
Oh, I love that. I love that. One day you'll bite it and hopefully you don't break your tooth.
No, hopefully it's soft. Right?
18 karat gold.
Eight, 24. Yeah, right? Let's make it
One, it's soft.
while it's soft, while it's pliable. So, yeah.
Oh my God, your story is so inspiring. This is why I wanted to talk to you. And I'm so like the payoff is fantastic. Not just for me, but for the girl from 98.
The girl from 98. Oh, we need to coin that. The
Yeah,
girl
the girl
from
from
98. I'm
98.
going to do a video talking about the girl from 98.
You
Wow. Thanks
should.
for the idea.
I love it. You're welcome.
And I'll tag you. I'll be like, girl, you gave me this idea, the girl from 98.
Love
But
her.
let me also add, Seda, that
Yes.
um, obviously I could not have done this alone.
Yeah.
Part of my success, even though things were built within me to do what I needed to do, I told you I then met my husband and he asked me what I wanted to do. He's been my
Wow.
biggest cheerleader from the
Oh.
beginning. Like no matter what crazy idea I may come up with, he supports. So I'm not saying you need a husband to get to where you need to be,
Hmm.
but I did mention you need a village. It
Yes.
can be,
Yes.
comprised of so many different people. But having that person, whoever that person is, that's your biggest cheerleader that will support you, you can bounce crazy idea. Because this half is probably logical. The other half wants to do all of this. So I'm glad he's there to ground me.
Mm.
That's a good idea. Yes, I can see that. Or maybe, why don't we wait till this? Why don't you start with this? Like I can bounce ideas off of this, my biggest cheerleader.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
he's
that's
very helpful.
beautiful.
Yeah. And then my daughter, oh,
Hello.
amazing. Such a beautiful person. I used to take her everywhere. Business meetings,
Wow.
yes, I used to take her everywhere. And she was like, I'm your little assistant. I said, yes, you are. Yes, you are. So now she's grown to be this amazing leader. She's just a beautiful heart. And I'm so
Oh,
proud, so proud, you know,
oh, that's wonderful. Again, the girl from 98 would
the
be like,
girl from that.
yes.
Yes. Oh my gosh, now I want to do a movie. Let's do a movie about the girl from 98. Oh my God, that's so beautiful. Yeah.
Love the girl from 98. She would be cheering you on. Are you kidding me? She would be like, that's me?
That's me. Yeah.
What?
Girl, you lying. Girl, you lying. You did what? And then what? Yeah,
Oh, so beautiful. And it's true. Like we don't do it alone. It could be your partner or your family or your chosen family. You know what I mean? But that's also a subject for another day is who do you have around you,
that's an
you
amazing
know?
topic.
That's another topic for another day. Is the people who are around you, you
They can
know?
make or break you. But sometimes that's why you have to choose them wisely,
Yes.
right? If
Yes.
this set of people is not working and it's not for you, go to where to be
Valued.
embraced, to go to where,
Yes.
yes, that they cheer you on,
Yep.
they love you, they support you.
Yep.
Yeah, you need that.
Yeah, no, so I'm so glad you brought that up. That's also part of being a success is the people who you have around you. And even when you reach success, can you maintain it? Who's around you? You
Exactly.
know, look, I love I've talked about that before, you know, the whole celebrity culture, which I don't re- I don't participate in very much.
Right?
Because hello, I've worked in fashion for 25 years and I know that everyone is just a human being.
That's it.
So you can't always like put raise somebody up just because there's cameras on them all the time. No, there are people around you right now who have been so successful. Look at the people who do things that actually make a difference in our lives. Teachers, doctors,
Right.
like they don't have cameras on them all the time, but sometimes those are the people that we should be
Wait.
platforming and looking at. Again, the reason why I'm doing this is because I feel like I know so many wonderful professionals
Yeah.
that don't get their flowers because our society doesn't really look at hard work
Right.
and accomplishment from hard work, the same as we used to because we have a lot of distractions now.
There's a lot. There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on and we can blame it on that a little bit, but yeah, let's again create community by embracing the people around us who are making a difference and who are part of our community,
Yeah, absolutely.
you know?
Wow.
And yeah. That's why we're here, I'm so inspired by your story. I love what you do, the way you design, and I'm still trying to figure out which suit I'm gonna get. Um because I don't need clothes at all, but if I see something that is fantastic, yes, I'm gonna go
I'm
get
gonna get it.
it.
Well, I know you look amazing.
Oh, you're so sweet. I appreciate you. I mean, I mostly wear my resume, but I, I'm I've always been the type of person that just wants to wear what I love and what's comfortable.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness, comfort is the biggest thing.
Comfort, but comfort and looking great. Whew, that's the dream come true.
Dream. That's a dream. And the
And
good thing is
pockets.
pockets everywhere. Like almost everything I've made has pockets. It has to have pockets.
Pockets. Pockets.
Oh,
That's the pockets are life changing. They can change your whole day.
the swag,
Yes. I can put my phone in the pocket.
right? Pockets are great. Yes, I agree. I agree.
Well, we're gonna start wrapping it up. But again, Panashe Designs, I will put the link down below in the description and you'll see some of these beautiful designs and
Oh,
this wonderful, inspiring woman
yeah.
who created this beautiful brand that will keep growing. It'll keep growing and you'll click with the supply chain management. It's harder when you do it for yourself.
It
Because
is.
if you were advising someone else, you'd be like, okay, this is what you
This is
have to
what
do.
you need to do. And I do that all the time. I do that all the time. But you know what? I some doctors don't heal themselves. They need a doctor
This,
too, right?
this,
So
this.
that's the way I choose to look at it. Like,
Yes, same.
You need help too. So yes, I will take all the help I can get. And
Yeah.
I've always been that person that loves to learn.
Yes.
So teach me how you do this. And I learn from patterns. I see, okay, this happened and then this happened and then that happened. Let me watch next time how this goes.
Ooh,
Then this
pattern
happened and that. Oh,
recognition.
oh, oh, now we're
Yes,
seeing a
please.
pattern,
I'm the
right?
same. I just learned how to verbalize that I have like I actually have excellent pattern recognition
Recognition, yes.
skills and didn't realize until very recently
Right?
in my big age that what it was and how useful it is.
Exactly. Exactly. I feel like every single thing this is what I live by. Every single thing has a method or a pattern. There's there's a method. It doesn't have to be math.
Okay.
It doesn't even have. It could be like even talking on this podcast. Like there's a successful method that goes. People that are successful at doing this,
Yeah.
they present it in a certain way. There's a method. So
Hmm.
you study that method, and you've studied it well. You've done it so well, and it shows. So in anything you do, like it could be something very abstract.
Right.
It has a method, and those are the things I look at and study and go, okay, that's how they did it. They did this, they did
Hmm.
this, they did this. Okay, so
Hmm.
what else? What do I need to implement so I can get this method? Then I can
Interesting.
come up with a formula.
Wow. I love the way you explain it because now I'm like listening to what you're saying, like, oh, okay. How am I gonna, implement?
Right, right.
Yeah, it's important. I mean, these skills are so important right now, because again, everything is changing all the time. So even if you do, like I said, even if you do have a marketing degree, um, it doesn't matter right now because what you learned before is not what's happening right now.
Right, right.
So it's to me, it's time for guerrilla warfare.
So,
You can't play by all the rules. You gotta, like you said, pattern recognition, really connect.
mhm,
If you're trying to sell anything,
right.
you have to be
Then,
the type of person people want to connect with.
right, right.
Yeah.
You've been amazing, Seda. Thank you so much
Oh,
for having me on your platform. I feel
thank you
so
so
honored.
much. This is what it's for me. This is what it's all about. I love having these conversations because I'm so inspired by your story. I'm sure somebody else is too.
Thank you.
That's what it's all about. We're here to inspire each other and help each other.
Yeah,
It's like it's like I was saying to you earlier before we started recording. It's like we've all gone through a lot of the similar things. When you hear that somebody else has a similar situation, it's like, it's not just me,
it's not just me. It's
you
not,
know?
and we do good in empowering each other once we recognize that okay, someone is going through what I went through. They say
Yep,
deep calls unto deep.
yep,
So when you do find somebody that's going through, reach out, lend
yes,
a hand.
yes.
What would you have expected when you were going through that? So yeah,
It's gonna help somebody.
absolutely.
Thank you so much. This was so fantastic. It is my pleasure. And you will be on again because you have to do an update.
You have to do an update, and but I need to take you back into the deep stories, the situations, and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
We'll circle back.
Oh, we will circle back. We have other subjects to talk about
Right.
too. So I expect this to be your first visit.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Miss Chipo. We'll leave all of her information below in the description and join us again next time for another fantastic conversation with another doer.
Yeah.
And thank you again, Chipo.
All right.
This
Thank you,
was
Tina.
just so wonderful.
You're amazing.
Aww. Thank you for watching and listening. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.